Hi, this is Greg here at Gag Order Radio, here at the Man Kid Inc. You know, your line, the alumni, does a lot of stuff with Laced, and I was wondering if you can speak upon your relationship with Laced.
I mean, you know, we've definitely been, you know, just partnering up as far as just doing the in-stores and collabing just on the shows and everything early on. You know, this is my shoe connect right here, so I always, you know, hit them up when I just need some shoes and stuff like that. And I guess that started, you know, our relationship even just deeper, just collaborating and having that in common. So, you know, from there, they had ideas, and we like everything they're doing here and how they, you know, hold down for their city and the team thing, and, you know, it just worked out.
Yeah. And speaking of shoes, I know you're big on Jordans. See you on Instagram all the time, flexing something. And you got any new pickups to report this year?
I mean, right now I've been more on my LeBron, Barkley, KDs right now. That's been my three tops. Yeah. You know, I still get to my retro Jordans. Not nothing that recently dropped though. I haven't picked them that recently. Yeah.
All right. And I think it was on Twitter that you just came back from Miami working with Pharrell.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if you could talk a little bit about that. Like, what are you guys doing? Is something in store, or is it like what was going on?
Pretty much working on my album. You know, I got the new deal with RCA, and we're working on the major label album. So I was in the studio, you know, working just on new records with him. He made like 2 beats in front of me and then gave me another one. And, you know, we got to record and collab, and, you know, he critiqued just my music. Let me know he understood everything I was doing, and which is dope. And we got, you know, more sessions in store. So, yeah.
That's really cool. And is there a name or a time frame for this album that's coming out? Or?
Definitely before the end of the year. You know, I want to try to drop something, but, you know, probably by the end of summer, you know, early fall, if anything. But definitely look out for new music for the summer.
Yeah, because you've been pretty consistent with your music drops. You got 2 mixtapes in 10, 2 in 11, then Rocket Ship Shorty in 12. Right? Or is it late 12?
Late 12, yeah.
And is there anything like coming here early 13, or is the album up next?
Definitely, man. Like I said, I want to release some new music before the summer. So, you know, maybe a mixtape, EP, something like that. Just looking forward to just, you know, getting some new stuff for the shows that I got coming up, so I can have new things for the fans. But look forward to more like features too, with me just hopping on other people's songs.
Very cool. And speaking of new music, you had a picture on Instagram of you sitting in like some warehouse chair and like talking about a new music video. I wonder if you can talk a little bit about that.
No, I just shot a music video for a familiar record, you know, not a brand new record, but something that people have heard. But I think, you know, I've revamped the record a little bit and just developed it more, and the video is definitely going to bring out a little bit more, you know, maybe even a feature on the song. I think right here, you got to just check it out.
Yeah. And, you know, the 2013 XXL Freshman list just dropped.
Yeah.
I was wondering, you know, you're on 2012, and that's obviously been really successful for you.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering what's your feelings on the 13 class, and how has XXL, you know, helped, you know, push you or give you some exposure to where otherwise you wouldn't have?
I think the new class is pretty dope. I think what makes it different from the last one is there's more artists that aren't, I want to say, radio friendly, like, you know, artists that are more underground or have their own, you know, followings and cults without radio or you know, major publications. So I think it's a good look, just showing, you know, a grind. You know, a lot of people just on their grind and working hard.
Yeah. And like, how has being a freshman, you know, helped you get to where you?
I mean, being a freshman helped more so for me because, you know, I was the only person from LA on the front of the cover. So, you know, that definitely gave the city a little bit more confidence and backing towards me. So that was cool. And besides that, you know, it's just a major publication in front of a magazine cover. I've never been on one of those before. So, you know, it's definitely a good look being it's a magazine cover in every airport in the country and, you know, everywhere in the world. So it's dope.
And, you know, you just had a thing with PETA, right? Ink Not Mink. And I know Walk a Flock of Flame did something earlier with some puppies. And I was wondering, what's your relationship with PETA? And, you know, I mean, I'm not familiar with the campaign. I was wondering if you could talk a little bit about that.
I mean, the campaign really is Ink Not Mink. You know, they came for me because definitely I'm full of tattoos, so I look good for the campaign. But besides that, they had to interview and just make sure I understood everything and pretty much understand what, you know, goes on with the whole minks and furs thing, which we kind of related to. And the biggest thing for me, though, the whole Ink Not Mink campaign, be comfortable in your own skin, was more so the, you know, thing for me is being comfortable in your own skin with all these tattoos and not being judged and not worrying about how people look at you was the thing I was really looking at the most. Yeah.
Definitely. And you know, you've been to Boston a few times. I mean, I feel like at least like once every 6 months I see Lace posting about, hey, Kid Ink's coming through. And how, like, what have you noticed, like, coming back from time to time, like the growing fan base, maybe like a different demographic, or, you know, how has it been like coming back over and over again and seeing it kind of progress?
I mean, two things is definitely you see the growth. You know, it's definitely always good to come back and see more and more and more. And besides that, just to see even the same amount of people is dope, because, you know, there's some hardcore, diehard fans out here that really, you know what I'm saying, ride for the alumni and, you know, everything. And it's definitely, you know, a good feeling to always come back and just feel that love again. That, you know, when it's a good city, you know, it feels like a second home.
Have an East Coast home type of day. And you got any final words?
You know, just check me out, Twitter, kid_ink, Instagram, Kid Ink, that gang, and then shows, kidinkmusic.com. I'll be in a bunch of cities this month, man.
All right, that's Kid Ink, about to kill Wilbur Theater tonight. And signing off. Take it easy.